Okay guys, and welcome back. So this is how the lines of code for the calculation looks like. But there's one more thing I'd like to do here. Let me declare as follows. So I'm gonna go for double. So let's say I tags, comma, I subtotal, and I total. So those are the three variables that I'm going to be using. Now let's scroll right down here. Now that those variables are declared, the method, the variables, and all of the calculations taken care of. Now let's come right down here. So let's say I total equals, let's call this instant here, paste that here, dot get. That should be get tags. There we go. That is for the tags. Now the next one, let's go for the subtotal. That of the subtotal is called amount. So let's come right down here and enter as follows as well. Let's see, why do we have this error? Okay, get rid of that. Now the next one is subtotal equals cost of menu dot, that will be get amount, right, and I total equals subtotal, no, that will be subtotal plus I tax. There, that's all that taken care of. Now the next thing we want to do is to assign all of these into this component here. I think this is a label. Let's see. Yeah, it is a label, LBL tags, and the rest are all label as well. Okay, that's fine. So back in here, come right down here and say, let's go for LBL subtotal dot text equals there. Alright, so copy that. I'll just change that for, so LBL tags dot text equals, so this will be I tags. Okay, so finally that's LBL total dot text equals there. So change this to total. Right, so this will convert this amount to pound sign. That's what that is, and this is the whole lot is converted to string. Okay, so let me see if that's gonna work for now. Let's just try it out before we continue. Okay, so we can't enter anything in there because we do need some lines of code to take care of this. So let's click on total. There, it's working. So I'm going to clear works as well. And okay, so all we then need to do is let's come in here. See each of these, when I click on it, I expect whatever we have in here to disappear. So what we do is double click on this and let's come down and use an if statement. If chk price dot check equals think is equals true. No. Equals true. And we want the content in here. We want whatever we have inside txt files dot text equals there, and txt price dot enable equals true as well. Then we want txt price dot focus there. All right. Else if is, let's just say else and see what's gonna happen. Else all of this becomes this, so this becomes 0, enable becomes false, and this is not needed. Okay, let's try this very first one out, then we'll take it from there. So click on that, and supposing it's unchecked, there we go. Click, enter value, multiply that by whatever we have, there we go. So the cost of fries, I don't know. And what about tax? We need to find that out. Let's exit. Let's clear first and exit. Yeah. Let's come in here and look for fries. Yeah, £1 something. Okay, that's correct. Then what about the tax? Okay, so I think everything here looks fine to me, and I have my tax rate there. So let's come back in here. Oh, wait a minute. I think this, we need to be able to get the value into the subtotal. Let's see, I think that might be default. That's the arrangement. Let's try it out again. Okay, click on that and enter whatever in there. 8. There we go. You see, the arrangement matters. Alright, you have to sell something before you can tax it. That is true. Okay then, so let's come back in here. We then need to take care of this other one, salad. Let's come here and say if, using an if statement. I'm just gonna copy that, paste that in here, and this will become salad. Change all of that to salad. So I'm gonna have to repeat exactly the same thing for the rest checkbox. So instead of hanging around, I might as well find a way to speed that up, and I will then get back to you guys as soon as that is done. Then we'll go on to the next one. There. So let's speed that up. 2 is done so far, so let's speed it up. We'll copy. Okay, all the checkbox are taken care of. Now let's try it out and see how it works. Click on start, and right there, guys. Okay, you see, we can enter whatever we want in there, but there's still some more problems. Look at these ones that I've left empty. Okay, if I click on total, there we have an error because there's nothing in there. Right, however, it does work without if you enter some values in them. So let's say I run it and enter something in there. and that is fine. Yes, it works. However, supposing I enter characters like that, okay, we have an error, so we need to take care of that as well. So we have two bugs there that need to be taken care of. Okay, let's go back. The first thing I'd like to do is I'm going to select all of these text box so that we can then prevent the end user from entering characters. So now let's go into property and let's select the event. Right inside the event, I'm going to need event key press. Right inside the key press, I'm just going to call that numbers only. Numbers underscore only. Right, press enter. Okay, right in there, let's say char c equals, let's say char character equals e dot key char. Okay, now let's say if the data you enter is not char dot is digit, alright, then we can say C and C not equals to 8. If it's not equals to 8, then we enter this e dot handle equals true. There. So that should hopefully take care of the user entering unwanted value in there. So let's give it a run and see. Okay, with the visual keyboard, I'm going to select anything in there and let's try to see if we can enter any other value. You see that now, but we can enter numbers. That's fine. Alright, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we can close that now. It's working how we want there. However, supposing the second bug is you may end up mistakenly leaving that, okay, without any value, so that will give you an error like we saw earlier on. So we need to take care of that as well. So let's end that. Okay guys, to take care of that, let's come straight in here and the design view here. I'm going to select all of these text box and let's try to use event validated. Okay, all of the text box are selected, so I'm now going to come straight to the properties. Make sure you select the event and let's come right down here. Event validated, I'm going to use this one. Let's try that one out. So let's say, let's call it text underscore validate. Text underscore validate, that's going to be the name of the event. Enter, and right there let's create an object. Okay, so the object is going to be text box. Let me call it text box. Let's just call it B equals sender as text box. Okay, as text box. And in that case, let's say if b dot text equals nothing. Okay, I want the system to officially validate and enter 0. That's it. So hopefully this should take care of it. Let's enter 0 there. Hopefully this few lines of code should take care of that error. So I'm gonna run it. So if I mistakenly leave out, or just mistakenly leave out a text box without entering a value in there, I expect the system to default back to 0. Okay, let's try that out, guys. Let's enter a value in there. Mistake made. Move on. Yeah, it's working. That's good. Alright, that's working. Let's try this out. That's fine, guys. You see that the system officially default back to 0 itself. So that's good. Click on that. There we go. That's good. So all this is left for us now is to take care of this. That's meant to be the receipt. So within the receipt, I would like the system just to display button what we have in here. Okay. So let's put that together now. Reset and exit. Yeah, this is a very good system. I like it. It's advanced. All the errors are taken care of. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Double click on total. I want the total to print out the receipt as well. We'll come right down here. I want to put that in here. So let's just add a break there, and I just call that receipt. So in the receipt is called RT receipt. Dot append, and in there it's meant to be, let's enter some space in there. We want it in the middle, and let's just call it restaurant. System, or let's say management system. Right. Okay, that's good. And right here, I'm going to enter a break there. And let's say we have that in there. Then another break. And here we need, let's go for the name of the very first item. That means I'm going to have about 17 of those somewhere. Let's come here. The first one, yeah, that's the very first one. So we'll say plus txt bottled water dot text. Right, and we also need another plus. Right, and whatever the next one will be, I don't know yet, but that is not the first item. The first item is fries, so I think I should go with the first item. So back in there, I have to arrange it in an orderly manner. So okay, that's for bottled water is done. Okay, let's copy that. Come right down here. And here I was supposed to enter, we might as well enter new line. Yeah, new line. And plus there. The same thing here, new line. And this will be fries. And this is txt fries. Right. Okay, let's see what else do we have. We have salad there. as txt solid. Right, I presume you guys get the whole idea. So what I'm going to do now is just give that a try, and if that works the way I want, then I'll just speed it all up. Okay, we have bottled water, we have fries, we have that, and let's click on that. There we go, guys. You see that it works how I want. However, I need some space in there, so let's go back in here. So in here, let's tab one more. That might be too much, but let's see. So supposing we have column there. Right, that's very good. It's a very advanced system. I like it. This will be very good for your project, guys. You can always work on it and make it a final year project. So let's come in here, enter whatever we want, and just click on that. That is good. So we need one more tab here and one more here and some more here. Okay, let's copy this and paste it in. Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to speed that all up, speed it up, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, guys, the receipt is completed. So, and this is how the whole receipt looks. Let me show it to you guys properly. Everything is inside the total. That's it. Take it down right there. Okay, so let's try it out. Run the program, and there. Well, 4 of those. That's too much. Mistake made there. Yeah. Okay, so hit on total. There we go, guys. Look at that. You see that? See, that's very, very beautiful. In fact, this is a very advanced tutorial which you guys can always improve on, convert it to your main project or whatever you want to do. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. You all have a nice day now, and please do subscribe. You all have a nice day. Bye for now.